eyes are looking straight. This eye did for a while, and then it would kind of like float in recent years. This eye, after 2 surgeries as a kid, had its own mind. But my eyes are straight. Oh my God, I think it worked. And we went in with no hope of fixing this one because it had been operated on twice already. So what you just saw was a video of me looking at my eyes for the first time post-op and thinking that maybe the surgery was a success. I just finished up with my eye doctor and it is a success. So, little backstory. I was born with crossing eyes in both eyes, and when I was 5 years old, I had surgery on both eyes to attempt to correct it. It corrected the right, didn't correct the left. Went back later when I was 7, and attempted to correct it as well. It still didn't correct. Did not have any other surgeries because it kind of never really bothered me. My vision was fine. I didn't have double vision. Even to this day, I have almost 20/20, even though I wear glasses. I have like 20/30 at baseline in my right eye, maybe 20/40, and then like 20/45 to 20/50, somewhere around there, in my left eye. So it was fine. Well, fast forward about 30 years after the first surgery, and intermittently my right eye started to cross again. Left eye still crossed, like big time. I could control it, like I could bring it straight if I was like really concentrating, but if I'm just like sitting there, nope, it's off and never lands. But because the right eye started to cross again, I did start to develop double vision that I didn't have before. And year by year, it was getting a little worse. Well, now I'm a NICU nurse, and I was having a lot of difficulty seeing the super tiny numbers that I have to look at work. So, like, nurses, we look at tiny numbers anyways, but as a NICU nurse, we look at minuscule numbers, like, especially on a 5 French feeding tube or a 2.5 ET tube. And, so I was like, all right, we got to do something. So I spoke to my regular optometrist, and she recommended Melissa Shipley at Wilmington Eye in Wilmington, North Carolina. Nice long 2-hour drive from New Bern. However, absolutely grateful. Best decision ever. She did amazing work. We knew going in that we didn't really know what we were going to get into when she got into my eyes because, 35-year-old surgery records don't exist anymore, especially now that the original doctor who did my surgeries has long passed away. Dr. Blades in Bluefield, West Virginia. He was absolutely amazing, did a wonderful job back then. I think his son owns the practice now, but anyways, surgery records gone. No idea what he did when he was in there now. I'm just going off of what we remember being told at the time. Well, so we went in, or she went in, and she was actually able to do everything that she wanted to with absolutely no complications. She was able to cut and weaken the outer muscles on both eyes, which is your typical preferred method for strabismus correction. And I can see straight now. I took a selfie at a football game over the weekend, and I immediately showed my husband. I was like, look, my eyes are straight. I didn't even have to try. Very exciting. And I returned to work exactly 1 week after my surgery, Tuesday night. Today's Thursday. And I was so excited when I was placing a 5 French feeding tube. I could clearly read the numbers. I wasn't having to just look at the 5 hash marks and take a guess. I could clearly read the numbers, so much so that I actually questioned whether I was putting in the right size tube. I thought it was a 6 or even an 8. The numbers were so clear. I could not be happier. I mean, I say it didn't bother me, but to now see what I should have been seeing all along, it life-changing. So thank you again, Melissa Shipley. You are amazing.